Ugandan Independent MP and musician Bobby Wine has hired a U.S. law firm after he was detained on charges of illegal possession of firearms and ammunition. In a statement, his lawyer, Robert Amsterdam, describes his client's arrest as a politically motivated act of repression, alleging that he had been tortured in custody. He says he's recommending that the U.S. should hit government officials in their wallets with a Magnet Sky-style sanctions schedule, as they need to understand the consequences of this attack on human rights. The U.S. Magnet Sky Act allows Congress to impose sanctions on human rights abusers anywhere in the world. The army, which is holding Mr. Wine, denies that he has been tortured, and President Yoweri Museveni has dismissed the claims as fake news. A group of Canadian refugee lawyers is taking the government to court over a recent immigration ruling, calling it unfair to Nigerian asylum seekers who have streamed across the border from the United States in large numbers over the past 18 months. The legal challenge from the Canadian Association of Refugee Lawyers was prompted by the decision to designate as precedent-setting a May ruling by Canada's Immigration and Refugee Board, who rejected the asylum claim of a Nigerian woman who fled her country to escape the practice of female genital mutilation. A tribunal in the IRB Appeals Division ruled that the woman failed to qualify for asylum because she could have sought refuge in the large Nigerian cities of Ibadan or Port Harcourt, away from her rural family home. Last month, in the wake of the Appeal Division ruling, the IRB said the woman's case should be used as a jurisprudential guide or legal precedent in considering all future Nigerian asylum cases. More on this now from an immigration lawyer, Mr. Dayo Fadina. Thank you for joining us on the program.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Yes. What do you make of the ruling that a Nigerian woman fleeing female genital mutilation failed to qualify for asylum because she could have sought refuge in Ibadan or Port Harcourt?
Thank you. Well, the asylum rules and regulations are quite international. They flow from the UN Convention for Refugees and human rights, humanitarian protection. Now, as far as this woman is concerned, if it's the case that the Canadian government is saying that she could always actually move to a place like Port Harcourt or Ibadan to escape female genital mutilation, that in itself is quite odd and very strange. Very strange in the sense that when you are deciding on asylum matters of this nature, you need to look at the circumstances and consequences of the person concerned and the place you are actually going to be removing this person to. If this person is not particularly grounded, or that person might face very unduly harsh conditions if moved to a place or part of a country where she would not be able to survive at all, that in its sense would mean that this person cannot or would not be able to settle in that part of the country. So for this kind of situation to be happening right now in Canada, where they are now discriminating against Nigerians and I think the Chinese and the Pakistanis concerning asylum applications should not be allowed at all. There should be a situation where consistency and effectiveness of immigration rules and regulations should apply across the board, and not just discriminating against a few countries just because of the fact that they feel that they have that power to be able to do so.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dayo Fadina, an immigration lawyer, for joining us on the program. Authorities in the Democratic Republic of Congo have approved the use of 4 experimental Ebola treatments in 2 provinces where 75 people have tested positive for the illness. 10 patients have already received doses of a previously approved treatment, which consists of antibodies from a survivor, and patients are reportedly showing signs of progress. The ongoing vaccination campaign in DR Congo's northeastern North Kivu and in Ituri provinces faces significant challenges. The World Health Organization has called for an end to hostilities to allow access to some of the affected areas to administer treatments. Neighboring Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi and Tanzania are on high alert alert as there is significant border trade and cross-border movement into this densely populated part of DR Congo. Still to come on the program, a South African man who was filmed making racist comments faces condemnation on social media. Please stay with us.